This is Our View, brought to you by the proud members of the Washington Federation of State Employees, the people who work for you. A Labor Day picnic is a longtime tradition of the country's labor movement. In Tacoma, one of our locals joined with the Pierce County Labor Council to celebrate another year. Interesting to note that the crowds are now growing, which may be a sign of better things to come for the workers who've been left out of the recent economic growth.
The Central Labor Council was very excited to co-host this event with the Local 793 members. This year it's particularly important because we're celebrating our 125th anniversary. So our organization was first founded in 1890 as the Tacoma Trades Council. 8 local unions got together on a Thursday evening at the Alpha Opera House in downtown Tacoma and formed what has now become the Pierce County Central Labor Council. And it's very important as we celebrate our 125th anniversary to remember the reason we got together, or my predecessors got together, was to give working people power, better voice on the job for wages, benefits, working condition, and at that time, real importantly, safety on the job. There were no OSHA or WSHA, Mine Safety Act, and so many jobs. We had a lot in the logging industry, the longshore industry, and a lot of jobs were not safe. So the 8 unions got together, formed the Tacoma Trades Council, which became the Pierce County Central Labor Council. And today we have nearly 90 affiliates representing 37,000 workers in Tacoma and Pierce County.
Right. Working families are still here. Working families will always be here on the front lines. And this day is our day, and this is our day to celebrate. Celebrate being together, having the opportunity to be employed, and fellowship with our fellow union members.
Keep going. It's not that we're still here, it's that we're growing and growing all the time. This Labor Day picnic 3 years ago was not here. This Labor Day picnic was non-existent, and now you see hundreds of people here, and you see more people at all of our other Labor Day events. People are coming out in droves, not just people that are in unions, but all the workers are seeing 15 now, they're seeing paid sick leave, they're seeing the activity that we're doing, and they're coming and joining us. These people aren't all union folks. Some of these people are just workers.
Labor Day in France is May 1st. On that day, the many union confederations joined for a huge unity march on the main boulevard in Paris. However, this year, one of the confederations skipped the march and used the day to reach out to workers not in unions. The labor establishment was taken back by this change of a decades-long tradition, but there might be something here for us to learn as the next generation struggles for work as well as rights.
Every 1st of May, France celebrates Labor Day, a day for people to remember all the struggles and conflicts workers had to go through for their rights. All the unions in France organize a march in the main cities. CGT, FO, SUD, and other humanitarian organizations all gather together to show their determination. But this year was different. CFDT union did not participate in the march. An idea not very well understood by other union members.
It's a shame, but they are often siding up to management. We need to be all together, CGT, CFDT, FO, all together. There's not enough of us. We need the young people with us, because we are losing a lot.
About 2 miles away from the city of Paris, CFDT union organized a public event open for everyone. The Working Time Festival. Thousands of union members and workers gathered in this stadium to meet, talk, exchange ideas, conference, debates, and film screenings all day long. WTF is an event to gather young people to learn more about union rights with the CFDT. Union members and non-union members are welcome. We wanted to do something different, to show another view of unionism in France. Young people can see us as lame and old-fashioned. There is also concerts, music, and entertainment. There is a real motivation showing a different view of unionism today. I want to have a positive view of Labor Day. Protesting is seen as negative, but it's a lot more fun for us this way. It's not just about protesting. It's about gathering workers, showing them that we are supporting them and standing by them for their rights. New ideas for a new generation? With different views and actions, the objective will always be to gather workers together. Benjamin Marcus for Our View, Paris, France.
As we approach the end of another year, Department of Health workers brace for another flu season. Our health workers, as they say, walk the talk. You get a flu shot to protect not only yourself, but co-workers, as well as your friends and family. So one morning, these state employees lined up and rolled up their sleeves.
So we wanted to offer a convenient access on-site for our employees to get immunized against this, the current season, current flu season. We're offering our clinics 1 month before before they have been offered in the past. And we wanted to make sure that to get the word out that you're not just getting vaccinated for yourself, you're also protecting your coworkers, your carpool members, your household. It's very important for households to protect members of their family who are unable to get the vaccine, medically unable to be protected due to a contraindication of some sort. And so it's pretty much, we feel it's a civic duty to both yourself and your family to get this essential vaccine to help protect those who can't protect themselves. There are a lot of ramifications of catching the flu, both personal and professional. Missing work is not, you can miss work, other members of your household or work can contract the illness. It uses up a lot of sick days. Productivity at work suffers as a result. Kids miss school, kids can't go to daycare, you have to stay home, you are unable to work to care for other people. There's a wide encompassing range of negative effects of the flu. The flu vaccine is formulated every year, is scientifically formulated every year to be our best defense against the illness with what we expect the most prevalent strains to be. While getting the flu shot isn't a guarantee you will not get sick, it will cut down and minimize the illness if you do contract it, and it will help stop spread of illness to others. A pandemic illness, the Spanish flu, there was in 1918, 21 million people died as a result of the flu. In as recent as 2009-2010 season, we had the swine flu epidemic, which affected hundreds of thousands of people. That could come back at any time, and people need to proactively get their annual flu shot every single year to help avoid a situation like we had 6 years ago.
Once again, we're hearing from all the usual suspects that our state needs to adopt the so-called right-to-work law. In reality, it should be called the right-to-work for less law. In states with that law, wages are lower, as well as just about every measurement of the quality of life. Poorer schools is just one thing those states have in common, ensuring still another generation of workers who have to live life on the edge. In New Mexico, right to work was attempted again, And this time, a local business person spoke up and gave the residents of his state a history lesson. Just where did right to work come from and why?
Right to work started out in 1947 as a racist agenda. Right to work stemmed from the work of a guy named Vance Muse, a Texan who was an ardent segregationist, hated African Americans. He went around the South in 1947 signing up states in the South to become right-to-work states, promising them that African Americans and Anglos wouldn't have to join the same union. The people who are supporting right to work should explain why they're not racists. I don't believe they are racist, but we need to make them understand that there's a racist history to the whole right to work movement. And we can't abide by racism in New Mexico. This is a state with the most diverse population in the entire country. Anything that even smacks of racism, we should walk away from. The last thing I'd say about the whole issue is, obviously New Mexico needs jobs, and we need to grow our economy. The agenda we should be fighting for is not right to work. We shouldn't even be wasting time on right to work. It's not appropriate, it's not even important, it won't work, it won't deliver jobs. What are we for? That's what we should be talking about. We're for investing in education, worker training, improving working conditions, increasing the minimum wage, helping people achieve middle-class standard of living in New Mexico. That's the agenda we're for.
This has been Our View, brought to you by the people who work for you, the members of the Washington Federation of State Employees. We remind you, when you accept a paycheck for your hard work, you don't give up your rights. Thank you, and join us again.